Diagnosis utilities in Welford chart notes. Diagnosis utilities let you perform various functions within the diagnosis editor. To use the diagnosis utilities, press the utility button. Alerts are contraindications, warnings, and precautions between a patient's diagnosis and the medications that the patient is taking. Click All Diagnoses check to see if there are any alerts for all of the patient's current active diagnoses. Here we see there is a dangerous warning shown in red because this patient with hypokalemia is taking citalopram. Press OK to read more about this. Click Check this diagnosis to see if there are any alerts for the currently highlighted diagnosis. Click Look Up this diagnosis to see a list of all of the medications for which there is a warning for the currently highlighted diagnosis. Click Algorithms to see if there is an algorithm relevant to the currently highlighted diagnosis. In this case, there is an algorithm for atrial fibrillation to calculate the CHADS risk score, so press Yes to run it. Click Brochure to view or print a patient education brochure about the highlighted diagnosis. Click Chronicity to assign a chronicity to each diagnosis which does not yet have one, either for this patient or for all patients. Click Comment to write a comment about the highlighted diagnosis. Click Dynamed to look up the diagnosis in Dynamed. Click Find to locate a diagnosis or its synonym on the list. Click Hiding to hide one or more confidential diagnoses from other users. Click Options to adjust the performance of the diagnosis editor. Click Print to print the contents of the diagnosis editor on your printer. Click Revisions to see when and by whom a diagnosis was modified. Click Sort to rearrange the order by which the diagnosis editor is displayed. For example, you can show all of the acute problems on top. Click Up to Date to look up the diagnosis in Up to Date. Click Visitor to see visits which discuss the highlighted diagnosis. Click Vocabulary Editor Classmates to see diagnoses related to the highlighted one. Choose Vocabulary Editor to look up the definition and synonyms of the highlighted diagnosis. Click Web Links to see internet sites that discuss the highlighted diagnosis or related concepts. Double-click or click Launch to view the website. And that's how to use diagnosis utilities in Welford chart notes. For more information, visit us at emirj.com.